So what do you do when you're traveling through the aisles of Goodwill? You see something afar in the distance, you beeline for that item, and then you realize it is an epic find. I can't be the only one that then gets completely distracted about everything else that I'm supposed to be doing. Absolutely toss everything to the side and focus on that. That's what we're doing today. Because yes, I did find this fine Deadpool and taco shirt while I was at my local Goodwill for arguably too much money, and bought it instantly and decided I needed to get 3 more so that I could actually make a dress out of them. So that's what we're doing today. Is there going to be a pattern used for this? No! No, there's not. Why? Well, because I live in chaos and I just really want to make this a dress and I already have what I want in my head. I just have to translate it to this plethora of shirts. So what I was able to pick up at my Goodwill was 1 size large shirt. And when I went a-tootling through the eBay town, I found not only 1 more large, but I found 2 2XL shirts, which sounds to me like enough fabric. So let's go ahead and try these on and see exactly if what's in my head can translate to real life, because that's not always the case. And today's video is sponsored by June's Journey, but more on them in a little bit. Now, the base of this is definitely going to be a 2XL because that is what fits the tatas. And I want to pick the nicest one to be my bodice, so that is going to be this one. The other 2XL clearly was worn a little bit more, so the placket's a little wonky. We're just gonna let that one be part of the skirt and be cut on up. Is it bad when you can hear the sound effects in your head? So, me no want sleeves, I know that. This does fit. It's a little tight, but I'm going to put a back center zip on this, so that'll give me slightly more room. Also, it's grabbing my butt because it's too long, so it's not actually fitting correctly. So I'm gonna sew the placket together to kind of give a faux placket look, but I don't want it. Nope, nope, nobody, nope, nope, nope. Here we go. This, clearly not a vibe. That's okay, and here's why. Because what I have done is I went to my YouTube members. So if you'd like to be a part of these videos, you can click the join button down below and help me decide about these projects. Now, I did give them 2 options of sundress or square neckline with like a little ruffle, probably accent, different color, not from this material. Sleeve, right? We are sort of on the cusp here. I'm leaning towards sundress, a la the dress I made from the Gunny Sacks pattern approximately 2-3 years ago, a long time ago. But am I gonna do princess seams? No, 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 no. We're not putting that much effort into this because I want this and I want this yesterday, so we're gonna do it down and dirty style, baby. So I am going to cut right about here so that we have a little neckline. I might go a little lower, or this might just be a rolled facing. Either way, that's kind of where I want it. Yep, something like that. Something like that. Are you uncomfortable yet? You're welcome. Haha! Much better already. And then what I will do is I will go down, I'll kind of curve it through here. We'll probably take a dart right in through here. I'm gonna remove the pocket because I don't want a pocket here. I want a pocket in the skirt, which I think is gonna be funny because I'm gonna put the front of the shirts in the skirt so that I have these tiny little pockets. And then between me and you, I'm gonna put pockets on the side of the skirt because I want real skirt pockets too, not just the funny ha-ha ones. So yeah, that's sort of what we're doing today. I guess I should probably flip this around and start actually marking it. But first I had to find my waist and mark it. Putting the shirt on off the camera. What we have now is a shirt that's sitting too low. So now that we have pocket off, you can sort of see if I tuck it just above that first button, right? Like I think that would be cute. And then I'm gonna put a collar piece through here because she's cute. And then I can sort of make a dart here to kind of take that in, and an accompanying one on the other side so that it doesn't look super awkward. Where did my pins go? That's a great question. Clips, we're gonna use those because they're right next to me. So clip on this side, clip on this side, clip there, clip here, make a the dart. This is riveting content, I'm sure. I meant to get a shirt that was far too big that I could do an actual dart, but that's not what we're gonna get. So we're just gonna get little cutesy top darts. That's what we're gonna do. So it'll sort of look like this. And then we're gonna add little flappies here. And then the straps will go up through here, which are gonna be the placket centers. And yeah, we're gonna make ourselves a cute little sundress. The waist is gonna come up here. And then I guess it's time to go suss out the skirt then. So as much as this is a look, this is the only way I could actually see the full thing. So sorry for the vertical, but this is not really what we're going for here. It is definitely a look, but it is good to know that this tells me I do have enough at least fabric to go around my body. I don't want the sleeves there. That would be weird. So while this is fashion, darling, yeah, we're gonna turn this into something more wearable here in just a moment. Me, 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 me. Okay, ignore the fact that it looks like I'm taking off. This is where we're at. I didn't start the audio. All right, for real this time. So we've taken apart the monstrosity that is version A of that skirt. But obviously I'm not gonna sew it on with bloody sleeves on it. But here's the bodice. I made some little darts to kind of give myself a feel. I think it'll be fine once I get it in there. I don't think I've taken out too much because the zipper will add just a little bit. Oh, I like the placement of it though. This is cute. And then that, I don't really know what I'm gonna do under there. Don't know yet. But I had to cut this one in half because the other larges look too small. This one matches the shirt color because it's from the original shirt. So I had to cut it in half. The other 2X, while it was the right color, was way more like washed and used. So it was like really wrinkly already. And I like how ready this one is. I am clear the back is far too high. I am working on that once I get this into more of a shape, but I wanted to get it at least here. So I think this is a good place to start. I am thinking, would that look cute? That would look cuter, wouldn't it? Okay, I'm gonna move these in, and then I guess I actually have to get out the sewing machine now and sew some stuff. What an idea. I just dropped a pin on the floor and I'm gonna sew anyway. Because chaos! Okay, now I'm gonna look for it. Haha! So, hello, Bo, what are you doing? Stop that. I realized a slight flaw in my plan. I mean, it's not a super big flaw, but it's definitely a little flaw. So, I hacked apart these fine shirts, right? So you can sort of see they're a little frayed. There is stitching holding it down. So I just need to clean up the underside. That's no big deal. But I want a thin strap. Like I want a strap to go in between these two layers, which means I have to do like the rolled hem. So I'm gonna have to take this side, sew it under by a 1/4 inch, and then do like a top stitch detail before I ever attach this collar piece. But it's fine. It'll all be fine. But the darts are done, but I think it is dog walk o'clock and take the child out and let her run out some of her energy time. So, dear viewer, instead, she ended up sitting on the couch where she was having an allergic reaction and unironically playing the sponsor of today's video, June's Journey. June's Journey is a hunt and find game. Think Where's Waldo, but for adults, and make it a heck of a lot prettier. It's set in the 1920s, and we follow June, who's investigating the murder of her sister. And honestly, it's one of my favorite ways to start my morning. I like to sit down with my cup of coffee and just play through a round of my energy bar. I love the graphics, and I love the challenge from going from I don't know where anything is to I know where everything is and I can get a perfect score every time. It's just that little hit of serotonin for the person who was a gifted and talented student that sometimes you need. And then once you've earned enough coins from playing, then you get to go decorate your island. And what I really love is the seasonal sets. Now, I'm not saying that my wedding one got a little out of hand, but I also really enjoy the new Orchid Town one, which is just, some of these are so cool and I cannot wait to be able to add them to my island. But for now, let's put in a laundry line because let's be real, that feels correct for this channel. Boop. And I really do find that it's a great way to unwind at the end of the day, or if any project is a little too stressful, I just like pop it open, play around, and then close it back. Because sometimes you need the small wins. So why don't you join me playing along, and you can either use the QR code on screen or you can click the link down below to download June's Journey for free. It's available on all iOS and Android devices. And thank you to June's Journey for sponsoring today's video, and you for clicking on the link down below. But now, let's head to day 2. Good morning. The day after a food allergy attack is always exciting because you wake up and for the first couple of hours, you're just like, what's happening? So I am feeling better, but here we are, definitely starting later than I wanted. It's 11:30, so we're running behind, but that's not new for this channel. But what I did do last night was I was able to try and like half pin on these strappy boys, because I wanted to make sure they were in the right spot before I sewed them down. And actually, even Benadryl Stephanie put them in the right place. Way to go. I also decided that I think it'd be funny to like leave the collar button here and just sew this all down like as is, so that the collar button, I'll remove the under button so that it's not like button on button action. That sounded weird. Don't take it there. What I'm gonna do first though, because I realize my little armpit here, she needs some binding. You can't just rock out with a raw seam. So I'm going to put some bias tape here, and then I'm going to do all of this all at once. All of this is going to get done all at once because I am behind. I don't even know what I'm doing for the skirt yet. Don't ask. I don't know that answer. But let's go start with some ironing. And because a few of you asked last time around, here is a quick tutorial on how I curve my bias. Step 1, get a piece of bias tape. Step 2, figure out which direction you need to go in. Step 3, iron it in said direction. I promise you nothing on this channel is that fancy. That's literally all I do until it reaches the curve that I'm looking for. Good luck.
Waka waka.
And then I had to do the second one. Are we going to mention the fact that this curve is different than the other armpit? No, we're not. That's going to be our little secret. And pro tip from me to you, if you are doing this where you are taking apart a garment and you don't clearly have a pattern, so you didn't mark where anything goes originally, get yourself these. Because all I had to do was draw directly onto the fabric and it will iron right off. So you can see here's where my strap goes. There's my fold line. So yeah, that's my tip for the day there for you. Get yourself some Friction pens. No, I'm not sponsored by them. This is what's happening right now. Sir, we're teaching you, this is called straight stitch marshmallow. It's one of the most basic stitches that you could ever possibly want. And you will be an excellent seamster. No? Oh, I'm sorry, you want to be sewist as well? Love that. We love gender neutral terms on this channel. You out of the way. He demanded a nap break. You sleepy boy. Okay, Mommy's gotta sew now. All right, the bodice, ta-da, is done, ish. Like, I still have to do the little finishing bits where I have to fold this underneath and actually stitch it down, but it's fine. I'll deal with that later. But what I'm doing is I am now procrastinating doing this skirt, because if I'm being honest, there is a part of me that goes, well, a gored skirt, just like the rainbow skirt, is too boring for another YouTube video. And the other part of me goes, Stephanie, you are heckin' behind on this video and you just need a dress. So I was going to try and do like a gored skirt with the yokes and then try and flare it out and piece it together, but it might have fallen wrong and it could have been too heavy and looked really weird. And I have all these different reasons as to why. And so we're just going to scrap that. It's fine. We will also not bail and go to our usual gathered skirt. I will do another gored panel skirt like the rainbow dress, because it does have a lot of really good flow, but what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to raise where the gore is on the actual piece, because the skinny top won't fit my favorite accent point, the pockets. So I'm going to leave those on. So we're going to see how many gores I can get out of this. I don't know. Where is that pattern piece? Ah, yes, right here in this handy dandy pile. So this is what we have. This pattern piece right here. It's definitely not going to be as long as I'm used to. I'm just going to throw that one out there. I am not going to revert to doing a gathered skirt and making rectangles. I'm going to challenge myself to do a gored skirt with this. But These fine pieces are going to be this size, this little piece right here, that one. And then the ones I'm laying on, I'm going to take this piece, I'm going to fold it in half, and then I'm going to scoot it away from the edge, so I'm making 3 very wide gores for the back, and the front will be paneled. This is canon. I have seen patterns like this before. Don't come for me. I swear I've seen them before. My brain cannot with trying to do that many gores. So that's what we're gonna do. What? Well, that can't do that now, can it? Well, poop. Well, I know what I want. I want it to go right there. Yep. Okay, we're just going. No, we're not. We're gonna at least use the line. No, we're not actually. We're just gonna go. That's what we're doing. Now can I use this as a guide? Yeah, sorta. There we go. That's good enough. I just need an idea. Well, that line is as straight as I am. Also known as it's not. Oh yeah, I forgot that I had to put a center back zip, so that's why there's an extra seam now. Okay, great, let's go do the rest of it. Dear viewer, the second go-around of these tucks worked much better when they weren't going to be tiny little crumb catchers. Here we have our everyday gal. She is looking for something to wear, but nothing is right. But wait! She has an idea. Let's use our husband's old shirt to make a brand new shirtwaist dress. You won't be able to stop the comments. Make one today. Ta-da! It's done! Wow, that was an octave I don't usually hit. I think it's just because I really, really like this. Are there a couple little things that I could nitpick about? Sure! Is this strap in the right place to cover my bra strap? No! But it is what it is. But I am so happy with this. One, I showed myself that I don't always need to use a pattern because there was not one nary pattern piece. Okay, wait, there was one pattern piece vaguely used. But that's it, one, singular, one only. And the rest is history. Like, this is a dress that objectively fits on my person that used to be 4 different shirts. So, like, I'm not mad about it. Like, do I wish there was slightly more nipping in of the waist through here? Yes, but that would have meant I would have had to have taken apart the side seams and curved it a little. Was I going to do that? No! No, that is absolutely correct. So that's why I added that extra double dart here in the front to kind of just nip it in just a little bit more. But yes, this shows you that you too can just randomly put together shirts and make them. And do I distinctly wish that I would have thought of the shirt waist joke earlier in the video? Yes, absolutely I would have, but I guess that's what exhaustion at 1 in the morning will get for you. The funny comes out. So if you do want to make one of these dresses too, please do, 1, tag me, and 2, make sure that you are hashtagging shirtwaste, W-A-S-T-E, on whichever platform you're on, because I want to see what shirts you turn into clothing. I think this was such a fun project. It's made out of cotton, so I'm not going to hate my life here in Florida. It's got no sleeve problems. We love that. And it was just in general fun to, like, work the brain. And if you do want to download June's Journey, make sure that you're clicking the link down in my description box so that you too can play along with me. And thank you again to June's Journey for sponsoring this video. And that was pretty chaotic. And I hope you are sewing in chaos too. And we'll see you next time. Bye. I didn't tell them what videos to go to, but I'll put that in the outro, like right now. Bloopers. Them hoes. So I can't be the only one that when you're troodling through the... Troodling? Fine, we're just gonna hold this. Ow. I have a little extra. Sorry, didn't mean to like... That didn't work nearly as well as it thought it would in my head. I can't reach the camera to block it out. Just trust me on it.